don't you just love an odd-looking RC airplane? Well, this E-flite air tractor is a really odd one, but also, in my opinion, a really beautiful RC airplane. It flies fantastic. It does have the features you want. I mean, I even painted these floats to have a matching color. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. So I mean, I just want to show another flight on this one. So let's go to the seaside and get this one up in the air.
Throttle cut off, braking.
First off, make use of the reverse thrust, which is a really useful feature when it comes to float flying. Then line up this air tractor and just start pushing it. And one really great thing, to me at least, about this RC airplane, it's the sounds. I will just keep quiet for a while. And here I'm just gliding, killing the throttle and picking up when the plane drops. So this is actually a great gliding RC airplane, this air tractor.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
So I'm just gliding again. And this air tractor, together with my E-flite Maule M7, they are my two best RC airplanes, both in features and how they fly, how they look. And the thing about this air tractor, and it's an odd-looking RC airplane. It's beautiful with this color scheme with the yellow and the blue striping. It's such a majestic RC airplane to fly. So I mean, I enjoy this RC airplane every time I fly it. It's also not as easy to fly as many other RC airplanes, but it still has the agility and I mean, lots of great flying abilities. But it's, I mean, it does have me at least a little bit more on my toes than to fly, for instance, like the 19 Brex or some RC airplanes. Not because it's difficult to fly, but it just takes a little bit more work, and it's a little bit larger also, so they're kind of hesitant when things are to be done. But still, you can make really tight turns and fly this one aggressively. And there is a bit of wind today, and this location is kind of tricky when it comes to wind, because a couple of 100 meters from where I'm standing, just in the middle of the lake, it's usually really windy. And then where I'm standing, it's really turbulent because I have trees in my back. So there's like layers of wind on this lake, which makes it a little bit difficult, because you can surely just move this around and fly it quite aggressive if you like.
ESC 13.8 volts, 33 amps, 61 Celsius.
You can also hear my telemetry readings from my NX10. just the only alert I have set up for this RC airplane. I think it's more than enough just to get a voltage readout. I also have ESC temperature and also power draw in amps then. But the sound, I really like the sound of this RC airplane. So it's kind of aggressive, and just there's this swooshing sound from the wings as well.
0.8 volts, 24 amps, 63 Celsius.
Yeah, I'm just gliding, picking up throttle when the plane drops.
Time remaining 1 minute. Takeoff flaps.
The thing is about the air tractor is the flap setting is a little bit difficult. You can do it by the manual, but in my experience, it's very much dependent on how you set the CG on the RC airplane, if the nose will drop or if it will climb when you have flaps engaged. So I would certainly just pay close attention when it comes to flap settings and the CG. And the wind is actually blowing straight into my face almost, so I have to make a kind of a tricky approach. Go around, and then to my right I actually have a really tight spot, so I have to reduce altitude and still be able to make a kind of tight turn and then face the wind and get this one down. So it's not the most easiest landing, and make a turn just into the wind and straighten it out and just get it down. So not the most prettiest approach this time, but I mean the wind is tricky. If I don't want to land too far out in the lake, I have to make this kind of tricky turn. And this is not a difficult RC airplane because it doesn't really want to drop the wing too much. But anyway, I mean it's kind of a large RC airplane, and you have to have some speed. So that's what I mean when you have to actually have to work this RC airplane a little bit more than these most easiest ones. So it makes it more fun and interesting to fly also. It's really beautiful and odd looking and great flying and fantastic sounding, and just one of my absolute favorite RC airplanes.